Welcome back to the Compound Podcast, episode 170 something. 172. 172. Compound Podcast. We're at Parse Rum, my favorite rum, your favorite rum. Parse Rum. I'm in Detroit playing Zack in a great hotel that the Wi-Fi is really good and the lights flicker and I love it. And so I'm having a great time.
You're having a good hair day, though.
Lights are flickering on me. They're going to see them flicker at some point. I don't understand the Wi-Fi. It's 2023. I'm on a hotspot. It's working. See how long it works for. I'm in a great mood.
I told you, though. Great hair day, though. I'm trying to fluff you up. Great hair day.
Yeah, thanks. Feeling good about it. Zack, sick double. Oppo double today. Should have been a triple. That was unfortunate about the wall. That shouldn't be like that.
I got him being hosed. You're a
little aggressive, but you're fine.
No, it's all good.
You knew it was a double.
Yeah, I did know running. I was like, I mean, it's a double, so I might as well just go and slide, make the uniform look a little dirty.
I didn't even see it. I'm going to have to look it up just to get a view of it.
It's a good move.
Did the bullpen say anything to you, Ian? Our bullpen about the podcast? Nothing?
I don't think so.
Must have been they were locked in. You were locked in.
I think I heard a fan. I think I heard a fan say something from behind the bullpen.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, but I don't think it came from the bullpen.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I had a lot of people asking me about you on our squad. More so yesterday when I was on the El Ben show.
I get a million questions about you two.
What did you say?
Because
we get a million questions about you two. Because you guys are so good, so cool.
Because we're awesome.
Exactly.
Hey, we're not two ways like you though. Look at you.
You're nasty, huh?
The kid can swing it. You are two ways, Zach. What are you talking about?
As soon as I said that, I was like, oh fuck.
Zack's literally relief pitcher eligible in fantasy baseball.
Yeah.
The definition of a two-way.
I'm the only one carrying a 0, so.
Oops. I'm hitting 500, so put me in the hall.
Yeah, you're nasty. Your finish looks eerily similar to my right-handed finish.
Me and Tom were talking about it. Zach's got his dog on the screen.
Chop, by the way, got a shout out tonight on the Tigers broadcast. They were talking about Chop.
I know the worst part about that was I punched that at bat too, and I was like,
Ooh.
I didn't watch it because I was like, I saw the count I saw the video and I saw the count and I was like, I don't care, I don't know what it is.
I was going to clip it for socials, and then it was kind of a clip that it wasn't used.
Hey, why not? You guys clipped me already, striking out on a pitch already this year. Why not do it twice?
I didn't do that.
Ian, did you just turn 29 or 28?
29.
All right, you're older than me because I tweeted that you modeled your swing after me, but I couldn't remember if I was older or if you were older. And you're a little bit older. That was actually kind of crazy though. Tom said he was looking forever to find that comparison, and I watched the video. When it gets slowed down, I'm like, that's sneaky, pretty close.
Did I say it to you guys yesterday, or does Zack just?
You said it in our group text, when you first saw the video. You said it kind of looks like your right-handed finish.
Sneaky.
That was what made me go look for it. I told Dakota I spent a lot of time today watching Ian Happ singles up the middle. I spent a good 45 minutes trying to find the right clip, and then finally found the right one.
Well, I was thinking, why did you use a bloop single when you could have used a homer or something?
Well, you had to match the swings.
Yeah,
match the hit. Did you like my helmet on my head? It really
what size
fit.
Was that helmet?
It was a 7 3/4. I wear an 8.
A little tight.
So I had it down on my head. I was on the on deck circle, didn't take a single practice swing, trying to get the helmet on my head. I get it down enough, swing at the first pitch and miss. Helmet pops up. I go, we're just wearing it up here the rest of the at bat. So I was just wearing it with the bills straight at the sky.
You fought that at bat.
Fouled one off. That's the first time I've even made contact with a ball since high school. I haven't even fouled off a pitch before. I have 10 at bats in pro ball.
He got scared of you after the foul off too. He went off speed.
They called changeup after the foul ball, and he shook. And I just chat with the catcher the entire time. And I said to the catcher, I go, what the hell's he shaking for? I go, what are you guys throwing me? The catcher starts laughing. It's a fastball away. I was like, I'm not swinging at that. Come on now. I know the strike zone. Next pitch, he throws a changeup. I said, thanks. Right into my bat speed. Base knock. He's lucky he stayed away. I was going to hit a bomb.
Dude, it's funny up there. You'll get a hit or you'll take a pitch and you're like, what the hell was the pitcher thinking there? And pitchers in the dugout all the time, dude, pitchers are dumb. And then same thing as hitters. It's just why would you look at that pitch? Hitters are so stupid.
Oh, I swung at the first pitch and missed. Took the second pitch. It was right down the middle. I was like, I don't know why I didn't swing at that one, but
I did that today too. It was fucking awesome.
Ian and I had a funny kind of like eye contact moment today. I think we went up 3-0. He walks and then Bellinger hits a homer and it's kind of no doubter to left. And I didn't really
Dansby.
Or what did I say, Nico?
Bellinger.
Or Bellinger, yeah. Dansby hits a homer and he's rounding second. And like as he's passing by me, I was looking at him and he was kind of make eye contact and he just made a face and I was just like, nah.
Oh, Happ was on base or Dansby?
Happ walked. Dansby homered right after him. And like I didn't really move. I just went over my head and I was just like, fuck, that's a homer. And Happ was rounding second. I kind of looked at him to see if he would look at me. And he did for a
I'm very surprised he looked at you. I would have bet he just kept his head looking straight at the ground.
I wanted to say nice double.
Why didn't you?
Man. I don't know. I was caught off guard. He was staring right at me.
Like, what are you looking at? What's going on? He's just out there having fun.
We got to hang out. Last night. Zach gave me a ride home from the field.
We did.
Went to Grayson before the game, and then we got to hang out last night at the hotel. It was a great time.
Did you guys hug?
We did.
We did hug. It was the
so
first
it's just
hug.
me then. So
Maybe
it's
it was
just
the first
me
hug
then
I've
that
ever
he
had
doesn't
with
like
him because he didn't hug us when we left the compound. So might have been the first time.
It must be me that's the problem.
It's crazy. I haven't seen Ian, Nico since 2020, right?
Literally since the compound, I don't think.
Well, I saw Nico in 21 actually at the alt site for like 3 minutes, then we got rained out. Literally, that was the last time I'm pretty sure that I've seen him.
Oh, that was in 2020.
Yeah. 21.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy.
Sneaky started the year in the bushes in 21.
I mean, what do we got, dude? It's a fucking
in
stupid.
21.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, they sent him down right before the start of the season.
Oh, that's when camp started. Minor league camp started later. That's right.
Still,
I was like, where was I?
Let me know how much sense that makes. Those guys are gonna get extended 2 years later. Not even 2 years later.
That was a great picture of you three though before the game today.
That was a great photo. Is that your team photographer?
Yeah, it's Monica. You should look her up on Instagram and TikTok, dude. She's great.
I think I've seen her on the TikTok.
We also walked in together. I forgot that it was a rival day. After Grayson, we went to the field together and it was kind of fun. I get there and on the door it says like arrival photos and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot. It's gonna be pretty funny. We're gonna walk together down the
and you were matching. You had like almost identical outfits.
We weren't in person. It wasn't close.
It wasn't.
You had to zoom in to see that the shirts were like a different shade, but like just looking at the picture, like right away, I'm like, they legit have the same clothes on.
It's kind of funny.
People said that on the internet, but it wasn't. If you saw us in person, it wasn't as matchy.
It didn't. Again, I don't have the best eyes for colors, but
colorblind.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's only red and green though. Those shirts weren't red and green.
I think your shirt was gray. My shirt was white.
Yeah, like in person, that didn't even go through my mind whatsoever.
Yeah,
it was cute.
Yeah, that's all.
Just a couple of buds walking in to work together to play against each other.
Dakota, what's on your list of topics today?
Let's see here. First thing I had was the Mason win first hit with Pete Alonso throwing the ball in the stands. Crazy.
Can I just say one thing before we start on that? Tom, are you so sick of the Yankees that you now have to wear pinstripe bowl shirts to like support Yankee Stadium, but not the actual team? Let's move on. Pete Alonso. So what happens is there's a single. Pete kind of blacks out there. It's his first hit in the big leagues, and then Pete throws it in the stands and pretty far into the stands, if we're going to be honest about that.
Launches it in the stands,
and it right in front of the Cardinals bench.
Yeah,
I'm sure was asking for the ball. But he made it right. He apologized. He sent a bottle of tequila and something else. Bottle of tequila. And
he signed a bat and sent it to him. I thought that was kind of a strange gift.
I'm going to be honest. The thing I don't want from the guy that just threw away my most valuable possession is a signed autographed item from him.
Did they end up getting the ball back? Do we know?
Yes. He had to have gone.
They got it. Yeah. The fans were chanting like, "Give it back to this woman."
Like you can't. Like that's. He'll have that forever.
I think it creates a funny story about his first hit, and
for sure,
no harm, no foul. He gets the ball back.
In the moment, the internet was pissed. The internet was going nuts.
But like,
that was kind of just like, I don't know if he was doing it to be funny or if like he just didn't even realize it. But like it was just
it definitely wasn't to be funny. I just think he didn't realize it. I mean, there's definitely been times like there's sometimes when you know that it's a prospect's debut, but there's definitely sometimes where you're like,
yeah.
I didn't know it was his first game.
Ian, we were talking about it. Like the Tigers did a great job with Parker Meadows' debut. Like before the game, they said like, "Hey, this is debut," like on the board, and then before his AB, they put it on the board again. Like now batting for his major league debut, Parker Meadows, and I would have to assume that the Cardinals did something like that for like their top guy.
I don't
They
know.
probably he probably got like a pretty good like
ovation. Yeah,
yeah,
and
an
again,
ovation. But Cardinals are pretty old school with like I don't know if they publicize.
yeah, that's
like,
true. But
debuts.
like again, what you guys said, the dugout was on the same side as Alonso. Like
they're
you don't see
screaming.
everybody
for the
going
ball,
like
probably.
this, dude.
Yeah.
Like again, I don't know. Maybe he was just in the moment and just didn't realize it. But I mean, he fucking launched that ball.
In his post game, he seemed pretty like,
yeah,
I think I can't believe I did that. Like that was stupid.
He's a good dude. He wouldn't do that. On
purpose. No, and that's what I mean. Like I feel like he was getting shit on online, and it's like I don't think he did it like, oh, like fuck you don't
like
get your
maliciously.
Ball. Yeah, like he wasn't like suck it, you don't get it.
It did make for a very funny video though.
Yeah,
and a memorable moment.
Morel walk off, electric
Oh
factory.
shit. The Morel walk-off's brought to you by AG1 for sure. He definitely had his athletic greens. How many nutrients are in there? 75 or something like that? 75 high-quality nutrients, athletic greens. Zack drinks it every day in the morning and the night. He drinks it twice a day. That's what I heard. Visit athleticgreens.com/compound to get a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Can I just say, we're down 3-1.
Was it a 3-run homer? I believe
it was a 3-run homer.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were down 3-1 and we won 4-3. I think that so. Added up. It wasn't a clean game. Wasn't clean. It wasn't that exciting. We were kind of, the offense was a little bit silent all night. And then
it was against the White Sox, right? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, but there was 40,000 people there.
Yeah,
and
electric.
Nobody left.
Heck
nobody
no.
left. There were still 40,000 people there in the 9th inning.
Mm-hmm.
And we get something going. And the dude is closing. Or was it against the dude?
Zack faced him.
Gregory Santos. We faced him a bunch of times. And before you go in, I was on second when this guy came in once. And from behind the mound, this guy goes 100, like legitimately like 98 to like 101. And it is a sinker, like an old school, like, well, pow, and throws him like this weird angle. So like
tough on righties. He's got a 90 to 92 mile an hour slider. Morel lays off a slider and gets into the at bat. And then hits an absolute laser beam to right center, just over the basket, and the place goes absolutely nuts. But Morel goes even.
He goes even crazier.
More nuts.
I watched that video, and the funniest part is like I'm watching it, and like he takes off the helmet, throws the helmet rounding first. I was like, that's crazy. I've never seen someone do that. I mean, I didn't see the full clip. That's all I saw. And Happ, you text us, you go, he took off his jersey. And I go, wait a minute, I got to see this. And I watched the rest of the video. Takes off his own jersey at third base. Dude, just goes insane.
I've never seen it before. He launched his jersey himself as he was rounding third. And then, steps on home. Everyone's going crazy. And then I'm pretty sure he ripped his own shirt off.
Oh, yeah.
It was like he couldn't wait to get naked. It was unbelievable. And dude, just the most insane moment with all the people there and the energy, and we needed it. And the rounding the bases was he went so fast, and I was like, oh my god, he's got to touch all the bases. Like, touch it, make sure you touch it.
I was scared. I was like, he might miss one of these bases. It was like one of those, like he didn't know what to do with himself. Like he was just so excited, and like the place is, there's so much energy around him. He's like, what do I do? I don't know. And he's been crazy.
He's been really clutch for us. He's come up in big moments. He's had really good at bats. Some bases loaded late in the game, like 3-2 walks, some big hits, big one in Toronto to get us going late in one of those games. Like, he's been super clutch, and when he connects with the ball, it is hit so hard.
Zach, wouldn't you agree seeing him playing, like coming up, like that's the least surprising thing ever that he's clutch? Like that he's a guy that lives for the big moment, I feel like.
Dude, and it's so hard for him too, because like he's such like a wiry and like fiery guy. So it's like obviously he wants to come unglued, you know, when you have that in your bag. And like, but it's so hard because like he's not playing every day. Like he comes off the bench sometimes in big moments, and to like hone it in. So like I said, I was watching that game, and the dude Santos, like I said, is fucking gross. He spits on the first pitch slider to get him to the next pitch and to like set up the whole at bat, really. And it's like, dude, that's mature. Like that is really hard to do in that situation. You kind of, you know, as a player or as a hitter, like Ian, you might be a little different. You know, you're really patient, but like you don't want to get to 2 strikes. Like you don't want to get deep into a count where this guy can just throw you whatever you want. You know, and for him,
especially against those guys, like against those like high leverage relievers that have 2 nasty pitches, like you get down 0-1, 0-2 against those guys, it gets really tough.
Yeah, and again, showing growth like that it's awesome. And you know, I haven't seen him play all that much, but I mean, I saw him today. I saw him in BP, like still smiling ear to ear. Like he's a great human being. And it was so like,
did you say hi to him?
Yeah, dude, I said hi to him like 3 times, and each time I said hi to him, it was like the first time that I saw him since Arizona. Like, just
biggest smile on his face.
Yeah, like, and it was just like, man, this guy is such a good person.
He's incredible.
It's crazy, you know. Sorry to cut you off. Like,
no, you're good.
Back to seeing people. Like, I've been away I got traded in 2020, almost 3+ years ago. There's still so many familiar faces over there, and like, guys that you grind with, guys that have helped you got better along the road. Like it's crazy what a world baseball is.
There's a pretty good crossover between the Cubbies and the Tigers right now too. Just some guys that play for the Tigers, Candy and Fulmer. Obviously you, McKinstry. Smiley. You and McKinstry, and then Scott Harris, your GM was in our front office, and then Gary Jones, your third base coach, was my third base coach in 2017, my first year. It was great to see him. So there's a lot of crossover. It's pretty cool.
Are you guys a fan of like the light show after a walk-off or like a homer? You know what I mean? Like Wrigley did it, like, you know, where the lights are kind of flickering all around. Like, do you like that? Or do you think,
it's just the time? It's literally the time and where we are now with all the LED lights. Like if you don't have it, it's kind of like, oh, wow, they don't have this.
I feel like I don't love it because you can't see everything. Like I feel like it just makes it kind of dark.
I'm going to be honest. I wish Wrigley wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think Wrigley's so like classic and old school, and they don't need it. I think some of the more modern parks, like, yeah, sure. And the Braves do a cool one, you know, when they turn the lights off and do the chop with the cell phones.
Dude,
and like
that shit.
They do some cool stuff, but like, I just don't think Wrigley.
I kind of thought the same thing when I saw that, and that's why that was one of the notes I put down. I was like, I feel like Wrigley's just not a place like that. Like I feel like Fenway, like it's just too old school.
Fenway did it. Fenway did it. Fenway did it.
Do they?
Yeah, they did it when they homered against us the other day.
I don't like hate it, but I'm
like, they're not blasting off fireworks or anything at Wrigley every time there's a homer. Like just there's enough energy in the ballpark. You don't need to create anymore. That's how I
Wrigley,
feel about it, but
it's electric.
That's how I feel about it. But they have the lights; they might as well use them. I guess is how they think they're enhancing the fan experience. I would like to hear from some fans. I'd hear from some fans. What do the fans think?
Yeah.
And it's more so like in the park. I wonder if like people like it. Like on TV, it's whatever. But like in the park, I feel like I don't know. I don't know if I'd like it that much.
Yeah.
Speaking of walk-offs, Tom walked away from the screen, but Trea Turner, hottest player on the planet since the Philly fans had his back.
Hottest player on the planet. Tom walked away because he knew you were going to talk about it. He wanted to say, "Boo that man, boo."
It is crazy that he got that show of support and what he's done. Like he's back. Like not like we talked about it when we first brought up Trea Turner. He wasn't having like the worst season in history, but he just wasn't having a Trea Turner season. And since they've done that, it's like, there he is. Like that is Trea Turner. That's who we signed.
Sometimes it's all it takes, a little bit of positivity, a little bit of belief.
Crazy.
And the Phillies are doing it. They're on a nice run. First wild card spot, right? By 3.5-ish, somewhere in there.
Who's right behind him? Cubbies.
Cubbies are right behind him. Cubbies are playing good ball. Tigers need to relax, but Cubbies are playing good ball.
Dude, it's been these last 2 games have been nuts.
Some good games. Good
It's
games.
like good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of runs. Big, like, the intensity. Just obviously, the Cubs fans travel so well. It's kind of close. Candy and both obviously Dansby homered today, and it's pretty loud, especially when Candy homered. You guys answered right away with 4 runs or 3 runs, whatever it was, and it just happened really quick.
Well, I saw a tweet that said someone tweeted at us and said like they were at the game and saw as many Cubs shirts as they did Tiger shirts, and I feel like that's 90% of the places the Cubs go to, though. Like unless they're going to like LA or New York, like I feel like it's a lot of Cubs fans everywhere on the road.
100%.
Yeah, Cubs fans definitely do a really good job of traveling, and like when it's close like this, they're just always on it.
The last thing I had a note on, and Ian, it's a question for you because I already know Zach's answer. Did you see Gunnar Henderson, right? That's his name?
I did.
His cycle where he could have stopped at first and got a cycle, but ran to second and got a double. If you know in your last at bat, you need a single for the cycle and you hit one like whatever, right center field, are you pulling up or are you going to second? In the moment, who knows? But I'm saying, what do you think you'd do?
I'm going to second.
That's what I said. Zach's 100% going to second. I think that's just your instinct.
Yeah. You know what I did this year, which I probably shouldn't have done, is I had a chance for a cycle and I hit 2 doubles instead of trying to go for a triple. Wasn't really thinking about it in the moment. I should have just kept running in LA, but I didn't. But I don't think you can stop at first.
That's what I think you can, like, depending on game situation too.
Unless you're up, if you're up 10 and you like really, really want it.
Well, they were up 10. It was 11-1, I believe, when he did it. And I was like, he could have stayed in the dugout. Like, what are you doing? Just stop.
Dude.
I think it's so much easier. Like if you have to stop at second and not get a triple, or if you have to, just like take off and you get thrown out going for the next base on something, but like just stop at first when it's a clear double. That's a tough one. And like, don't take the slug away from yourself. That matters. Take
100%. And that's what Zach said. He's like, that's just good karma. Like
the baseball
gods will pay him back.
The game knows, man. The game knows.
100%.
Was that in Baltimore or somewhere else?
No,
Oakland.
I was going to say, no, triples in Baltimore. I guess maybe now in left center, but
you're not going to get a triple left center because you have to run around the bases twice and you'll still be fucking safe. Place is huge.
Talking about your place.
Dude, it's so funny. I heard so many people today in the last 2 days in BP like, this place is fucking huge.
It's a joke. I mean, I don't know how you guys play 81 games here, but it's...
Dude,
the different... I don't know. I mean, I don't want
center field to left center is a fucking joke.
I don't want standard dimensions in any ball yards, but like if you're within 1,000 feet of sea level, like just make the fence like less than 405 feet, just generally. And like we can't have it like left center and right center have to be like 420. It's the farthest point from
dude. And it's crazy. We were saying last night, they've moved the fences in now twice. So anybody who's been to Comerica, the original left center, like that wall, there's a flagpole there, and they said, I'm pretty sure they said it used to be in play. Like
they moved it in like
so far back.
They moved it in like 06. You could see like where the bullpen is now. That second fence. What were we doing,
dude? It is so far.
I mean,
like you guys have 360 down the lines, basically.
I mean, yeah, we have the just rude dimensions in left and right, like down the lines, but then we have like pretty friendly left center, and it evens out. It doesn't even out because the wind blows in and it stinks and it makes me mad. But like for the most part, Wrigley's at some point fair because you're going to get a cheap 1 or 2. You have to hit it at the right time, but you're going to get a cheap 1 or 2 throughout the year, and then you're going to get a few taken away. But like it's not like egregious like what we're talking about in Detroit. I mean, that is just. There was a homer yesterday. Say had a homer yesterday.
Yeah.
That was crushed, and it didn't even make it over the bullpen. And like at one point, that was a double. Like, what are we doing?
And you're preaching to the choir with Zack. He knows.
Every time I'm there, I think, what would Miguel Cabrera's numbers be if he didn't play that?
Dude, that's the crazy part. Him having over 500 home runs is absolutely banana lands, bro. Like, insane. Could you imagine how many balls to right center that he hit for doubles that would have been homers?
No, I can't. Like, if he played in Cincy, or if he played in Philly, or if he played nope. I can't imagine it.
I did see something on like Instagram or Twitter that it was some guy that said like the best value pick right now is the Cubbies to win the World Series. I saw that. I don't know. It just popped up out of nowhere.
Did he also say he loves Bruce Bolt?
Who doesn't?
I do. I wear Bruce Bolts. Got a white pair, Babe Blue, got an all Babe Blue pair.
When are you going to bring ZS59 into the Bruce Bolt family?
I don't know what he's doing. I mean, he's not wearing Bruce Bolts.
Missing out.
Bruce Bolts, that Bolt right center would have gone out. Bruce Bolts are my gloves, my favorite gloves. BruceBolt.us. Go check them out. They have a fresh stock right now. They also have shorts. They also have baseball pants. A lot of things that you need at BruceBolt.us.
Hey, Ian, look.
Grayson, 313, repping.
My bad.
Sorry about it.
Tom, what do you got?
Tom said he's got topics. Come
Wait,
on.
hang on. Back to the Cubbies quick. Your lineup is deep, bro.
Dude.
It's a deep lineup.
Say it hitting like the 8 hole the other day. I was like, what is this?
It's a deep lineup,
That's
bro.
insane.
We have Say hitting 6 and Candy hitting 7 right now. It's pretty deep.
That's disgusting.
It's pretty deep. Cubbies.
Sorry, Tom, didn't mean to cut you off.
Cubbies have been putting some runs up and need to keep going.
You got the Cy Young on your team too, Justin Steele, star.
You guys love to talk about Trea Turner. How about a walk-off for him tonight? His numbers since August.
Yeah, you walked away, dude. We were talking about it. Tell him what his numbers are.
August 5th. He's hitting 359 with a 1.038 OPS.
And it makes you
How does that
sick,
make you feel?
Tom.
Does it piss you off?
Makes you
You're
sick.
real mad?
I love this narrative that I booed Aaron Hicks once. Therefore, that means I hate every player and want every player to be booed mercilessly till the end of time.
That's
You do.
Yeah, you
If a
said
player's struggling, you want the booze. You want the booze to rain down like fire.
I'm really happy. I think this will lead to more fan bases reevaluating how they treat their players, because obviously this was the case with Trea, where it does seem like maybe part of this was mental and this was maybe a way to let him play more freely. And it's when you have a guy like Trea Turner and you let him play freely, things work out a lot of times.
Well, especially when you know you have him for the next 10 years. It's like, hey, we believe in you. You're going to be here a while anyway, so we might as well show you we still believe in you.
I want to take a poll of like 100,000 Phillies fans and figure out how that whole started. Somebody's got to know. Was it one person that was like, hey, what if we?
There was one guy, I forget his name. People were mentioning him in the YouTube comments. I apologize. I wrote down his name last week. Actually, I was going to say it, and then we didn't. We ran out of time, but I forgot. Now I don't remember what his name was. But it was some guy who was like a Philly sports fan creator who started it.
I love that. I love him. You hate him, but I love him. Do you think? Have you?
Yeah, I'm driving to his house tonight.
Tom reported his account on YouTube. I think.
Have you considered buying Yankees tickets just to go boo the players?
I
something you might consider.
I might have to give you. They might
Tom?
deserve it right now.
They've lost 9 in a row for the first time since 1982. They have not lost 9 in a row since I've been. They hadn't lost 8 in a row since I've been alive. They hadn't lost 8 in a row since August of 95.
And guess who was
9 in a row since 82?
Guess who was quick to tweet about it? Tom. Tom said, I can't remember what your tweet was, but when they lost 8 in a row, you were like, "Well, at least they're setting records." Tom, go
That's
say
good,
something.
though. That's a good tweet. I like that.
Why don't you go on Twitter and tweet something nice at one of the players?
I don't know if that's possible right now. You could tweet like, "Hey, I heard Scott Efros's rehab's going well."
Yeah, I'll tweet at Scott. I'll tell Scott I love him. Big fan.
Tom, what's your next topic?
Mike Trout off the IL today.
Ooh,
I'm going to
big
say
news.
this right now. I've got a feeling. I don't know why. I got a little feeling the Angels might have like one last little run in them. I know they're pretty out of it now, but you got Shohei and you got Trout, and it feels like maybe you get some. I know Dakota's looking at the math. Dakota, this was purely based on vibes. I didn't look at the math.
I just
didn't
want to see how
look at
many
them.
back they are. They're 9 back of the wild card.
You got a funny little feeling?
They're losing right now to the Reds. I think we all want the Angels to win that game. We definitely don't want the Reds.
That's not good for the show, Cubbies.
But I don't hate that take because they have the talent. Like, I mean, they
could
called up
definitely
that. Oh, that's another thing we could talk about. Them calling up that. I don't know how you say his last name. Nolan Shanuel. Guy was drafted this year.
Timeout.
How did I not make that as a note?
Let's visit that right now.
I got drafted 2 months ago.
Bro,
the show.
If I went from college to the big leagues, are you shitting me?
It's
He got a
insane.
knock too.
Dude, he's hitting leadoff. First game.
Do you think it's I heard someone say, and Ian, I'm curious your take. Someone said they think they did it to like kind of show Shohei, like, hey, we have talent here. Don't leave us, kind of thing.
I don't know if you would fuck a prospect's.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm not saying they don't think he's good enough to be in the big leagues, but that's kind of crazy. Like the Brandon Finnegan from TCU when he got called up by the Royals, like I feel like pitching's different. Like some guys just have that. Like Paul Skeens could pitch in the big leagues right now, but like hitting in the big leagues versus college is 2 different worlds.
The Angels have been the last 3 years, the last 3 drafts, they've called up a player first out of everyone in baseball, the last 3 different drafts.
They're moving them quick.
So they've had.
I think that's cool. That would be a cool like new wave from baseball instead of like hoarding people in the minor leagues.
I feel like it's happening more and more now, though, that their teams are calling up like their younger, bigger prospects before they have to.
Can I give you a hot take?
Of course.
With this kid, you get his feet wet. He doesn't lose his rookie eligibility. And then he's still a rookie next year. It gives him a better chance to win Rookie of the Year. And that's a big thing for the teams because do you get a draft pick for that? Like if you have someone up the whole year and then they finish in somewhere, you get a draft pick, right? That's right. I should know this,
You're
but
the
I
person
think that's
that
right.
would know this.
I think that's right. Tom.
I trust you.
Tom.
But Tom, I don't hate that take that the Angels
Is that
make
right?
a little push.
Also, we were talking about guys getting called up early. Ethan Salas, who's 17, today hit a walk-off in his first game at Double-A.
17.
17 is an absolute
Zack,
joke.
what? That was almost a mean comment I asked.
That's rude. It's rude.
I was going to say, how much did you weigh at 17?
I was probably 135 pounds.
Can I just say that I was right? The Mariners got the 29th overall pick last year because Julio Rodriguez won Rookie of the Year. So
that's sick.
Yeah, you get a draft pick if you win Rookie of the Year. So that's a new strategy for teams, which
Ian,
is
I want
good
you to picture.
because
I want you to picture 17-year-old Ian Happ facing Double-A pitching.
17-year-old Ian Happ wasn't ready for
college pitching,
Big East pitching. So
it's a junior in high school. You're
was
a junior
grinding.
in high school.
Well, I was actually.
You were a junior.
I was senior. I just turned 18 when I got to college.
Oh, you're a weird guy.
Yeah, I was young.
Oh,
But
yeah, because we're the same age, but you're a class ahead of me.
But that when I just turned 18 and was playing fall ball at the University of Cincinnati, I was struggling. So, yeah, I can't imagine that.
I do love it, though. Zach said, like, I think it's good for baseball how teams seem less and less afraid to move guys, like, up quickly. Like, hey, this guy can play. Let's see him in the big leagues. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's one of the things that's attracting fans, too. It's like, it's exciting to have young talent in the big leagues. Like, some of these teams that weren't expected to play well are playing well. That's helping attendance. New rules, faster games, helping attendance. People wanting to be places, spend money is helping attendance. But like that definitely doesn't hurt either, having prospects up in the show.
I see a new tweet like every day of how like a new like attendance record was broken like amongst the whole league. Like for whatever, like this is the most we've ever had on a Tuesday. You know what I mean?
9.5% up and might surpass 70 million fans in the ball yards this year, which would be more than all the other sports combined, all the other major sports combined in attendance for the year.
Why do you think that is? I have a hard time believing it's because of the pitch clock and quicker games, because I feel like we said it when we talked about all the clock stuff. Like I don't think people go to games now that don't like baseball just because it's 30 minutes quicker.
I think it's a combination of knowing how long the game's going to take. I think it's a combination of a little bit more pace. I think a big part of it is the teams that have surprisingly played well. Like Cincinnati Reds attendance is way up. Like the Pirates attendance early in the year was way up. Like these teams that are playing really good baseball that might not have been expected to play really good baseball has definitely helped. And I think the economy's in a good place. People have some money to spend. Like I think people coming out of the pandemic, like even we're still seeing effects of like people wanting to be out and doing things more in crowds. And like,
yeah,
it's all been a really good recipe for baseball.
For sure.
And don't forget the balanced schedule. You get to see Shohei.
True.
People get to go see Shohei play. They get to see all these people that they haven't seen before play, get excited about, hey, this team's coming to this city, never been to this city or hasn't been in the city in 6 years. Like that's important.
I bet the Reds playing at the Angels right now is probably sold out with like Ellie De La Cruz playing there and like the Reds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm sure some like Reds fans have made a vacation just to go. Like that stuff is way different than it has been in the past. A lot more than like people who would like them playing Milwaukee for the third time on the year. It's a little bit of a different draw. Tom, do you have anything else for the boys?
I do. I have one more. We were watching the Little League World Series today in the office. Have you guys seen the line? I hate to go like back in my day and like start shitting here on Little League sports, but have you seen the rotor? They're calling it the rotary lineup. Do you guys know what this is? The rotary lineup is where everyone on the roster now is in the lineup. There is.
I did see that.
So like there are like we turned on a game.
Zack's gonna puke.
There were like 4 guys in the lineup who didn't even have positions because there's still only 9 defenders, but now everyone bats like 1 through 13.
So in the Little League World Series, they're hitting 13 kids.
They're hitting 12, 13 kids. Yeah, the minimum's 12.
So if you have less kids, you can just hit 12.
If you have less kids, you can. So like I was thinking that, like if you,
but everybody has to play.
Everyone had. Well, so the rule was everyone had to play in the past. It was you had to get at least 1 at bat and I think play 1 inning. So there was more like strategy involved. Now they just kind of took that out and said everyone is going to hit 1 through 12, 13, whatever number.
You think teams with 13 kids and they got 1 kid that's not very good. They're like, hey, you don't feel very good today, do you? Like you're not looking great. You look like you got a little bit of a cold. We're going to keep you out today just for health.
You know who would never support that is Omega Accounting Solutions, an official partner of the Chicago Cubs. They have the Employee Retention Credit, ERC.
ERC.
Yeah.
One of these days we'll get Zack to join in.
Government tax incentive and help small businesses get up to $26,000 per employee for overpayment of payroll taxes. If you were a business with 5 to 50 employees, W-2 employees who continue to pay taxes and employment staff during pandemic, you might have a case here. Mega Accounting Solutions, #1 best ERC company for getting your ERC funds. ERC. There's still time to find out if you qualify. Smallbizcashback.com/Cubs. That's smallbizcashback.com/Cubs. ERC. Can I just say that's crazy?
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that.
Everybody's playing. What are we doing? It's just.
Well, the crazy thing is, everyone was playing it previously. Everyone got in at bat, but it was a normal like baseball lineup. The graphic on screen today genuinely looks like one of the craziest things I've ever seen because there are multiple kids up there who are just like batting 12th. Tyler Smith, no position. Like that's not a thing I've ever seen in a baseball graphic.
Is it like 9-hole is still the end of the positions, or can you have like your shortstop hitting 12th? Like, can you do whatever order you want? It
seemed like you could do whatever order you wanted. It didn't seem like
that's there's probably definitely guys where you're like, doesn't really do great in the field. We can have you have like 4 DHs.
When you guys were kids, did you do the DH and the EH?
Yes, we did have an extra hitter.
Yeah, ours like depended on if the tournament or wherever you played allowed it.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
but that was.
And when we were kids, there wasn't a lot of DHing. Because generally the pitchers were hitting, so it was just an EH. So it was 10 guys hitting. It was 10 guys hitting because the pitcher would hit and the EH.
Yeah, same here. Like it was just a way to get one extra guy.
Yeah, which was not horrible and like completely fine, but the let's hit 12 or 13 is just kind of bananas.
That's kind of crazy when I'm guessing like some of these, like I bet like Curacao and teams like that, they probably have like a nasty like 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, just
And
let
they're hitting their they might get 2 at bats a game because what are they, 6 inning games, 7 inning games?
6 inning games.
Like you might get 2 at bats from your best 2 players.
Yeah,
you got to put your best hitter
like
at leadoff.
You're batting like 6th, you may not get a second. Like you might get 1 at bat. Like if you're batting 6 to 7 or something.
Yeah, what's the point of that? We were watching a little bit in the clubhouse. There's a couple kids throwing like 78, 80. What are we doing?
There's kids that would get
cheddar.
That would get you guys out from that close too. 100%.
It'd be terrifying.
Yeah, throwing 80 from
too.
What is it?
Fucking
50,
scary, bro.
55.
55.
Have you seen the kids from Japan and
Dude.
maybe Chinese Taipei who are just standing on the plate?
It's crazy.
They're just trying to get hit.
I'd hit him. I'd 100% hit him. There's no way.
We're talking toes almost over the white line, like on the white line for sure, but like almost over it, and these elbows hanging over the dish.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Do the kids wear those huge elbow guards too?
I mean, there's definitely some elbow guards out there, but
Hey, the best part it's such like an example of how much kids watch big leaguers because they're wearing like they're calling time, getting the bat boy or whoever the coach bring out the sliding mitt and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you can't even slide head first in
No.
the league. You can't. So like, what do we got?
Do you wear a mitt? You both wear mitts, don't you?
I don't. No, I did in 19 when I came back from my injury, but
Ian does.
I just wear a little guard. It doesn't go over my fingers.
hey,
But it's like for wrist protection, right?
Well, it's like when I slide, I get all cut up.
Do you steal bags?
I have 10.
So I was waiting for you to go today, and when you walked, I was like, come on.
I feel like Ian's more of a stolen base by opportunity. Like if the guy's not really paying attention, he's like, I'll take it. Like if you're going to give it to me, I'll take it.
If there's a good tip or if he falls into a pattern, but
When did you get your 10th? I've been waiting because you hadn't had 10 yet in your career. And
career high.
No big deal.
I definitely took some bags in spring training just off like feeling for the rule with the 1 pick and whatever, but it's hard.
Zach,
You got to be pretty confident to just run all the time.
I'm trying to.
Dude,
You got to be faster than him, right, Zach?
I lost all. I probably pretty similar.
It's probably close.
I've lost
Fly.
all. I haven't gotten really. There hasn't been a time this year where I've been up to speed where I'm like, ooh, nice. Like I feel really good running right now. Like
Speaking of that, I don't know if I told you this, Zach, but Zach Davis is on our team now.
oh my god, is that the fastest human of all
He
time?
literally will get on first base. I'll yell from the bullpen, see it second. He's going first pitch.
Yeah,
And
bro.
he'll go, and they don't even throw half the time. It's not fair.
Ian, how about Parker Meadows going from home to third today?
He flies, huh?
Dude, he was so. I mean, watching him run, I was on deck watching him run. I was like, he's gonna go to third, and like his strides going around second were just like, oh my god.
Is Riley Green fast?
Striding it.
I think so. I think
Not like
Mekkes
blazing.
is. Yeah, like he gets. Yeah,
But he'll take some bags.
yeah. No, I don't think he does steal much.
Well, that
A lot
was.
of a lot of triples in your ball yard.
Yeah,
You see Bobby Witt's up to 25 and 35?
bro, that guy is unbelievable.
He's doing it. He was pretty impressive. He played the Kansas City. He's pretty,
Talk about a guy
pretty
that
impressive player.
flies.
Yeah, dude. There was a ball hit to me. I was playing third, and he hit it to me, and I hit pretty hard, and I went to my left, and like kind of had to go, and I mean I let go of it, and I was like, I think he's gonna beat it, and it was like, bang bang, and I was like, dude, if you get the ball, you have to just go right
Out.
away.
There was a couple plays.
Out.
There was a couple plays at third in our series that he beat out or made the third baseman rush. That, I mean, he burns, and he doesn't. It doesn't. It's pretty effortless. It doesn't look like he's an absolute burner, but he moves.
Yeah,
Zach, come on. You didn't have to finish that story. I know you got him. Come on,
Zach
kid.
wanted to tell
Come
the
on,
story
kid.
to say
Come
how
on,
he-
kid.
Are we done? Are we done?
I mean, that's your calling card. You put that guy in. You play shortstop right now. You wake him up at 3 a.m. He's not making an error.
Those hands don't sleep.
I had 3 shuffles today on a ball that Morel hit to me in a big spot.
You did. I thought you were gonna run it over there.
Ow. Gotta get
3
that.
shuffles. I feel like that's like
It was up the middle. It was up the no, it wasn't patting it. I was just like, I got it.
got time. Got time. Got time.
Good
Yeah.
clock. Tom, you got something?
I looked at both of your sprint speeds. Do you guys want to guess who's faster? I have it according to Baseball.
I think Happ probably.
I bet it's Happ on Baseball Reference.
According to Savant.
No, on Savant, I would say it's Zack because that's like total sprint speed.
Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses.
I won't make excuses, but I would say it's Zack.
Zack is averaging 28.1 and Happ is averaging 27.6.
Oh, so very comparable.
Very close.
You guys got to line up in the outfield tomorrow pregame. Just be like, hey, do you guys mind if we race real quick?
You know, I just with some of those stats with Savant, because it's all averages and they just take. So like if you hit a ground ball to second and like you get down the line, but you don't like get down the line, it still counts. But there's nothing that says like top speed.
Yeah, like there's somewhere you just kind of coast and it's kind of
because I've hit a 29 because we have it internally at Wrigley, and I've hit like a 29.7 or 29.9.
Zach, this is a stat. I just looked this up because I was just thinking of him. It's probably not sneaky to Ian because he plays with him. Nico has 32 bags.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like that's not surprising because he flies, but I didn't know he had that many.
That was like part of our meeting was like, hey guys, like these guys play fast, you know, specifically Nico, you know, when Madrigal comes in, like just knowing Nico, kind of paying attention to his year. He does play fucking fast, man. Plays hard. Dude. Even like he popped out yesterday, the day before, or today or the day before, and like was out no matter what, but like just almost ended up at second base, and it's just like, God, just motor just doesn't turn off, man.
You'll never see him like jog out a ground ball.
No, he gets down the line. He angry runs sometimes. He gets down there.
Dude, that's what I do. If I ground out, I'm pissed off running. Like,
yeah, if I ground out to the left side, I'm going. It's different as like a lefty if you ground out to second or first.
Yeah, you got to get your hot mic F word in there, you know.
Yeah. Should we do screen time for the people?
Sloan screen time.
Yeah, I forgot about
this. No way mine was that high today.
Mine's definitely high. I spent some time on the bus today on the old phone.
Oh, boys.
I'm better than that. That's
Sloan is the world's leading manufacturer of commercial plumbing systems, companies at the forefront of the green building movement, and provides smart, sustainable, and hygienic restroom solutions. If you need anything, flow-meters, sink systems, soap dispensers, you visit sloan.com for more information. What are we looking at?
553. It's a bad day.
Damn, I should have had it yesterday. Fuck.
Yeah, I should have yesterday too. Can we do yesterday?
Nope. You got to respect the game. Zach, yours isn't even that bad.
No, it's not. But yesterday was 3 hours and 2 minutes.
Well, we're talking about today.
Yeah. Today is 4:22.
Mine's
high for you.
Mine's 5:24.
Oh my, Ian.
I did a call today where because my Wi-Fi was bad.
Oh, here we go with the phone calls with the screen.
Took an hour call on my phone. I got a lot of time on productivity and finance, but
I felt like if this was gonna be my first win today, I knew I had a good day. 432. That it's about as close as I'm ever gonna get.
Wow.
That's such a good day, Tom.
You know, Dakota, you'll talk about we were sitting here for a while. I feel like if we recorded maybe 20 minutes earlier, you
might have had him beat. Zach was also on his phone while recording, so like he almost caught you. He tried to.
Tried to hand it over.
Part of it.
It's episode 172 of the Compound Podcast presented by Parse Rum.
Game 3 tomorrow.
Presented by Parse Rum. Go to Biggers, go to your local liquor store. Ask for Parse. Check it out. Have a pina colada. Summer's almost over. Football's coming.
I got both of you hitting homers tomorrow. I got Ian hitting one first at bat. I got Zach pinch hitting in the 7th because they bring in.
We don't have
Smiley.
Do you have any lefties in the bullpen
tomorrow?
Do you have 0 lefties?
0.
Okay, never mind, Zach. Enjoy your day. Hope you get some seeds, a little gum. Maybe 8th inning defensive replacement. Cubs tie it in the top of the 9th. Zach hits bottom of the 9th. Walk-off homer. Sorry, Ian. Had to do it. It's the only way he gets to the plate.
That's episode 172 of the Compound Podcast.